Hi, good evening, everybody. Tonight we're going to talk about your life book. And I'm going to share my screen with you. And we got some more people coming in. Oh, let me see if I can't get Tammy or somebody.
I just keep going, Susan.
There we go.
There you go.
And now I just got to get it to go back and get this to, oh, okay. Okay, so if I could take 1 second, I got somebody letting me know what the meeting ID is. And if I can copy link and send it to her, I'm gonna be all set here. There we go, I got that done. So tonight we're gonna talk about your life book. Those of you that don't know me, I'm Susan DeRose. And this is a little bit about what we're gonna talk tonight. I hope all of you got the chance to read the introduction, and we'll sort of go along and do a little quiz as we're going along. So first of all, in your life book, it says that who will be responsible for creating and writing this story? Is it you, your coach, or both? Hi, Diane. Jump right in if anybody knows the answer. So who's going to be writing in their life book?
Yourself.
Yeah, that's you. So in your life book, you will be the one creating and writing your new health story. Your goal should be to read and complete your life book, A, before beginning the program, B, as soon as possible, or C, at your own pace.
C.
A, before you begin the program. Who said that one?
Me, I got it right for a change.
Nope, unfortunately, Coach, that's wrong.
I thought it was before. I thought you said it was A.
No.
Oh.
Your goal should be to read and complete your life book at your own pace. Remember, this is going to be a journey. So you definitely don't want to read it ahead of time. This is going to take you through this creation of your new health story over the next year.
Okay, I thought never mind. That's me thinking ahead.
Okay. So the two things that we're going to review here is, remember, you're responsible for writing your new health journey and at your own pace. Now we're going to do these little webinars only because we want to support you in that. So your coach's role is to assist you with that, encourage you, motivate you. So that's what the coach's role will be. The Habits of Health Transformational System is introduced in the introduction. One of the things is the Habits of Health, which is not this book, but the other book, not this book, but your other one, Dr. A's Habit of Health. That is your main what? What do you think of when you read that book or we look at that book? What does it look like?
Textbook.
It's a textbook. It's your main reference book. So it could be on your shelf in your library or close by, so that when you need to pull it out and reference a specific topic, you have it available. Your life book, though, this is your day-to-day. Any ideas?
Journal.
Diary.
Right. That's right. This is your day-to-day journal. And oftentimes, I got somebody else texting me. Hold on, let me try to get them on.
The good thing is, once you've got them on, they'll always be able to get on. So.
That's right. I'm glad to see people are jumping in and joining in. Right now, we've got 10 people. So I'm excited. Thank you so much for coming. So, okay, we'll go over this. So your Dr. A's Habits of Health is like your reference book. And your life book is like your day-to-day journal. And as we go through the life book, you're going to realize that what's going to happen is those sections are going to reference you back to, guess what? The reference book. So that's a good way to almost use it as a script or as a guide to get you to go back and read different sections of the reference book. The third part of the transformational system is the Habits of Health app. And this is technology to help you blank critical aspects of your journey. What do you think there?
Track.
Help track, right.
If it
So
works.
If it works, right. Now, you know what Dr. A would tell you on that? He said, it's not maybe working to your liking, but if you can't get it to do that way, we have other tools to help you do it manually. And some of us choose to use maybe an outside tool. As example, I'm a big, I got my iWatch and my Fitbit app, so I use my Fitbit app, but you can use whatever you want. You can use the Dr. A's Habits of Health, our Optavia one, or you can use your one. So then the key thing here is the three parts can work independently of each other. Is that true or false?
Oh,
False.
Huh?
False.
Well, let's see this. Do you have to use the app to be successful?
No.
No.
Okay, so that means, guess what? They can work
That's right.
independently of each other. Okay, expect your journey to go perfectly. True or false?
False.
We all know the answer to that one. And thank God the expectation is not that it's going to go perfectly, because otherwise we quickly get disappointed. I know I was telling Irish yesterday, I had a really bad day yesterday. But the good news is I had a great day today, and I had that one bad day and it didn't stop me. So, we all know that it's not going to go perfectly and nobody expects it to. Don't put the pressure on yourself that you should expect it to.
Is anybody using the Optavia app?
I
Yes.
can't sign on.
well,
Okay.
try down, it's separate from your login for your, it's a completely separate app. So you'll have a new sign in that you create for yourself and a new password.
Won't let me do it.
Okay, well,
I tried, so I just gave up.
tomorrow if you want, we can try.
Yeah,
Well,
and
I'll try it again.
sometimes it's as simple as deleting the app and reloading it because they have some new
Good point.
updates. Okay,
Okay. Thank you.
you're welcome.
Okay, so in the introduction, Dr. A's Habits of Health gives us an analogy. And some of us have heard this analogy before, and he makes it fit to our plan. So the macro habits of health are like blank, are like a what? This first picture on top here. It's like
Mason
Jar.
a mason jar, right? So that's what it's like. And the 6 key categories, or the 6 habits of health, are like what? Creating the foundation to a lifelong transformation. What do you put in the jar first? Do you remember?
Rocks.
The rocks,
Yeah.
right? Okay, and then this one shocked me, and I don't know if it shocked you because I didn't think I was that busy all day long, but it says we make A, 50, B, 100, or C, 200 decisions about food each day.
He says 200.
200.
200. Did that shock anybody else?
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, I just thought, wow. But then you think about it and you're like, do I butter this? Do I not butter it? Do I microwave it? I mean, all these decisions that we make, and then about what do we eat, etc. I guess we do. So the 200 decisions we make are like the what in the jar? Remember? Put the rocks in and then we filled it with
Water. Or
sand. Sand. They represent what seems like very insignificant choices that we're making. But when you place them in the jar and then you mix them with water, they turn into the what?
Cement.
Cement, the foundation that makes the jar rock solid. Okay? And what happens is as we start to think about stop, challenge, and choose, those 200 decisions we make become a firmer, more concrete way of us thinking about our health journey. In partnership with who will you work with on your life book? Your husband, your best friend, who will work with you in helping assist you in the life book?
Coach.
Coach. and you'll do one element at a time. This is not when you put it on random play, guys. So try to do it one element at a time, not random play. And remember, you're going to progress at your own pace. So we're going to try to lead you through these, but don't feel bad if you get behind or if you get ahead. The next one is you're going to use your life book how often? Once a week, daily, monthly?
When you need to.
When you need to at your own pace. What's a recommended thing to look at it? Because if you're journaling, how often do you think you should journal?
Daily. Daily, but
Daily. And you might just write a little bit. You just might want to do one small section. But if you get into the habit of doing it daily, that's the best thing that you could do. Because it's going to help you track your progress. And it's going to help you write. Is it your old story you're going to be writing? Or your new story?
new one, right?
Right. You're going to be working on your new story. So as you go through the life book, in each element, you're going to be setting, remember that you're going to be setting your goals. And when you set those goals, you're going to be clear on why it matters. Okay. Why is it important when you set the goal? The next thing you're going to do as they take you through these exercises is you're going to write about your experiences so far. So that's going to help you learn about the choices you make, the behaviors you utilize, and how you respond to things, which is really going to help you going forward. In each segment, it will tell you what you will learn. So it's going to tell you this is the intent and the focus of this element. It will give you helpful tips and advice on how to be successful in that element. Remember, it's going to help you reference back to the reference book, which is the Dr. A's Habits of Health. And your coach will be there to what? With each element?
Help you.
Assist you.
Yeah, guide you. Yeah.
Guide you. Okay? So that's what all the information that's in the introduction. I wanted to let you know, and I'll put this, I think I put it out on the Facebook page already, but if you go to this link on YouTube, there's a 31-minute video. So if you don't feel like reading that section, there's a 31-minute video that you can watch instead. Okay?
All right.
And then here's your assignment for next week, should you choose to accept. Okay. In your life book, you're going to do your current story. Now, this is really important because even though you may have started this in the past or, tried it, this is assessing where we are today. And I'm going to redo mine this week because I did mine a year ago. And I'm going to do a comparison. Where was I a year ago based on where I am now? And it's going to almost like renew my vows or something like that to reassess where I'm going. It'll take you about a week. Remember, you're going at your own pace, so it may take you less time. It may take you shorter. But the objective is for you to evaluate your old story and to understand with those behaviors and those things, where did it take you? Where did that lead you? Understanding the strengths and weaknesses that you demonstrate, that you feel you have. But most importantly, even if you get it done right away, stop and spend time to reflect on not just why you're there in the position you are or where I am, but also on how you're thinking and feeling about it. Don't deny your emotions. I know the first time I did it, I guess I was so overwhelmed because I was shocked at where I was. And then it forced me to look at all the behaviors that got me there. So that's what the assignment is for next week. I guess now what I want to do, it's 3:46. We got plenty of time for questions or for feedback from you all about the format. We had 10 at one time. We dropped down to 9, so we've got 9 participants. So everybody I didn't get to say hello to, we'll say hello to. We did video record this, so we will, if you didn't get to see the whole thing, let me know and I'll send you the video. But any comments?
Little more inspiration to get it done.
You need more? Or you, this
No, it did give me inspiration to get moving on it. It's the blankest book I have.
Okay. Anybody else?
I definitely have more time to do it now than I used to.
Isn't that the
That's
truth?
the truth.
Do we have a perfect opportunity or what?
Yeah.
You know, I don't know if any of you
Some
saw
of
that.
us probably.
I don't know if any of you saw the joke on Facebook. It was something like all these husbands that said they didn't have time to get to their honey-do list. Boy, they're in trouble this week. And it's sort of the same thing for us. Well, every time we said, oh, we didn't have a chance to do our life book, cut out some time, you know, take a half hour every day, or take whatever you can set aside. If you can spend a half hour each day for the next 7 days, you'll get through that section with no problem. Don't try to set up 2 hours a day. It may not be realistic. If you can get that half hour though, because that's a really good time to allocate and focus.
Yep.
Anybody else got any tips on how we possibly could do it?
Oh, I'd like to interject in here and just say that, well, here, Susan, why don't you take it off screen, take your screen share.
Okay.
Go back to gallery view. This life book is going to be unique to each and every one of us, because this is, you know, it's a safe spot for you to share with yourself, you know, where you were, where you want to go, what your hopes, your dreams are. And there's just plenty of time for not just doing the reading, but doing some self-reflection and just really diving in and getting to, sometimes it's going to open up some things that you haven't thought about in a long time, or, you know, and you're going to face a mountain at some point. And just remember that Dr. A always says the obstacle is the way. So if it gets kind of hard, you're doing it right. So just keep that in mind when you're going through this. If it gets kind of hard and you're like, whoa, I don't know if I want to cross this bridge right now, you can put it down, but come back to it, because if it gets hard, you're on the right path.
By the way, let me, if I could interject here. That's, by the way, if anybody saw, that's Tammy Knox, and Tammy is my director, and she's the one that mentors and coaches me on being a coach. So if any of you heard me say, let me call and ask Tammy, now you get to see her face as well as her name that I've referenced often. Any other comments? Does this work for everybody? Next week, same time, same place?
Should.
Yep.
We don't have any other meetings.
Excuse me?
I said, we don't have any other meetings right now on Tuesdays.
Oh, there's another one that's going to be right after this. Remember, if you want to sit in on the Let's Talk tonight, that starts at 9 o'clock. It comes under a different meeting ID, but if you go onto the Facebook page, it's there. And I think I sent it out to you also. Oh, we talked about it on Sunday when we got together.
Do you know what the subject is tonight? Don't they have a different subject every week?
They do. I'm not exactly sure. It hasn't come out what the subject is tonight, but I'm sure that it's going to be. Hang on, let me check. No, they haven't said.
Okay, so I'm going to share another screen with you all, and
And I'll put the Zoom ID number in the.
there's the Zoom ID number right there if you want to write it down. 503-925-1335. And I know that tomorrow night on the Wednesday call, it's going to be talking about dealing with tough times. So again, if you can attend that one, that would be great too. And remember, if you can't attend on the evening that they occur, they're all available on the Optavia YouTube channel. So check that out too. And on the Let's Talk, they're available right on the Facebook page under the files.
And I will also stream it live. Well, that's when they're occasionally they will forget to stream it live on Facebook, and that's the only time I don't stream it. But every time they stream it, it'll be there. Otherwise, yes, under the files, the recordings will be there.
Good.
So again, thank you so much for attending. Please, I love feedback. If you want something different format, was it you didn't like the quiz format, you like the quiz format, please let me know, because that's how I'll decide. I put time and effort into those, and I sure want to make them that you like it. So you got to give me that feedback so I'll know what to do.
Cool.
Okay, great, everybody. Have a
Thank
great
you.
week.
Then
You can do it, remember.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.